Hello y'all, this is Brown 3285 and this is part 2 of the history of the Mortal Kombat franchise. Now when I left off, I think I was talking about Mortal Kombat 2 or 3. But Mortal Kombat 3 came out April 15th, 1995, and that was around the same time Mortal Kombat had a live action movie coming out. 1995 was around the time, like soon as Mortal Kombat 3 hit the arcades in 1995 was around the time the live action movie was about to come out. So they was going to get their live action movie as well, just like Street Fighter. Anytime a fighting game has its own movie, that's a big deal. Mortal Kombat is a phenomenon, and Mortal Kombat 3 came out for the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and it was also in the arcade. Now around this time, they was also coming out with another version of Mortal Kombat 3. Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate came out October 6, 1995. And that was also in the arcade. It was released in the arcade. And at the same time, it also came out for the Sega Mega Drive, Sega Genesis, and the Super Nintendo. And this game was very popular. But Mortal Kombat 3, they added more new characters such as Cyrex, Sector. They had Robot Smoke. They had characters that we know and love, like Liu Kang, Sub-Zero. And I remember in this game, I love Sub-Zero's new look, because this was the first game Sub-Zero had that cool scar on his eye. He also didn't have his mask on, he was actually showing how he really looked, which I liked that. They gave him a new look, and in regular Mortal Kombat 3, it didn't have Scorpion, which was kind of weird in my opinion, but it didn't have Scorpion. Scorpion was sort of not in that version, but he was in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, But in a regular Mortal Kombat 3, you had Liu Kang, you had Sub-Zero, Cyrex, Sector, Robot Smoke. He was like a hidden character. You had Shiva. You had Sonya. Sonya was back. You had Sonya, and you had Sindel. And in this game, this is also when Shao Kahn returns for the second time, and he's more powerful. And Liu Kang and them have to fight him again. And in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate, there's more characters. It's the classic Sub-Zero, a Scorpion. You have Baraka, you have Jade, Melina, Katana. In Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, they added a lot more characters, which was actually better than the regular version of Mortal Kombat 3. Now, what Mortal Kombat 3 added was they also had added more technology as far as they went more further with their fatalities. Like, I remember as a finishing move Jax does when he make himself big and he steps on, his opponent, it's a fatality move. Also, Mortal Kombat 3, I think it was the first game that featured the animality. And I think the babality, I could be wrong, forgive me y'all. But in this game they went more further with the fatalities. They added more technology. Also, with this game, they also had digitalized characters, like what they did with the first and second game. But in this game, they went more further, especially with Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was for the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, the Mega Drive, and it was also in the arcade. But it was also a huge phenomenon, and at the same time they had their live action movie coming out, Mortal Kombat, the very first movie coming out around 1995. This game was a huge success. It also had games later on down the line, like Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which was basically all 3 games in one, and it had every character from the Mortal Kombat universe that you could play as. So it was basically like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, and even it's like, it was all 3 games in one. was awesome. And around this time, Mortal Kombat Trilogy came out. It came out September 1st, 1996. That's when Mortal Kombat Trilogy came out. It came out September 1st, 1996. It came out for the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64. Now the PlayStation and Nintendo 64 version of Mortal Kombat Trilogy, I know the PlayStation version had more characters. The Nintendo 64 version it didn't have as much characters as the PlayStation version, but in my opinion, I felt like it was just as good, as the PlayStation version, because I actually had the N64 version. Now, also, in the PlayStation version of Mortal Kombat Trilogy, they had a new character such as Chameleon, and in that version, Chameleon is a boy, he's a male ninja, and in the N64 version, they had a female Chameleon, But both versions featured classic characters like classic Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Human Smoke, Chameleon, had like characters like Nightwolf, Sector, Cyrex, Kano, Sonya, Kung Lao, it had a lot of characters, And Mortal Kombat Trilogy was also inspired by Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which came out later down the line in the near future. Because Mortal Kombat Armageddon was sort of similar to Mortal Kombat Trilogy. It was basically all Mortal Kombat games in one, basically. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. So, Mortal Kombat became a huge phenomenon. They even came out with a Mortal Kombat 4. Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Gold. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, which is Mortal Kombat 5. Mortal Kombat Deception, which is Mortal Kombat 6. Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which is Mortal Kombat 7. They even had games like Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. They had even newer games like Mortal Kombat 9, which basically Mortal Kombat 9 was almost like a reboot, basically. It's when Raiden made time go back, Also, they also had games like today you can get Mortal Kombat 10 or Mortal Kombat XL for the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, This game is still going strong to this day, and it even coming out with another Mortal Kombat in the near future, And this game was a huge phenomenon. A lot of people love Mortal Kombat, and they even came out with a Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which came out in 1997, So they had a Mortal Kombat 1 movie, which came out in 95, and they had a sequel that came out in 1997. Mortal Kombat became a huge phenomenon. Everybody had their favorites, and then you have people still to this day still be playing Mortal Kombat, They still be playing Mortal Kombat, but I remember in the good old days, going to the arcade, putting a quarter in, playing Mortal Kombat. Just brings back memories, especially to a lot of fans, Because the Mortal Kombat had a huge fan base, and it still has it to this day, And that shows how popular it is. It had live action movies. It had 2 live action movies. It had series, like it had a series called Mortal Kombat Conquest, which came out in 97 as well. It had even an animated cartoon series. It had a cartoon series, because I remember around that time we had the Street Fighter animated series, and then you had the Mortal Kombat, and they both came on USA. Back in the day, it came on USA Express. They used to have this thing that used to come on. It was called USA Express. And you had the Mortal Kombat animated series. You had Mortal Kombat Conquest. It came out in 1997, which I love Mortal Kombat Conquest. I thought it was a great series. was really cool, and I loved the movies too. The movies was good. Mortal Kombat 1 movie, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, you know. They even have a newer series, which is a web series. They had 2 seasons, which was Mortal Kombat, what's it called? I think it was Mortal Kombat, I forgot the name of it, but they had a web series, and they had season 1 and season 2, you know. Yeah, this game was a huge phenomenon. It even had comic books, action figures, you know, had a lot of merchandise. It sold a lot. It was a huge phenomenon, you know. And everybody had their favorite character. I personally liked a lot of characters in Mortal Kombat. You know, I really did, you know. You know, I liked Sub-Zero, I liked Scorpion, I liked Jade, Katana was cool. You know, Melina, Raiden was really cool too. Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, you know what I mean? He had a lot of cool characters such as Reptile, Baraka, you know what I mean? Sonya, Jax, you know what I mean? Now I remember in Mortal Kombat 3, that's when Jax had his metal arms. Now I remember hearing a theory when I was a kid, which I guess it was a lie, but it was an old theory that was going around that Katana was the reason Jax lost his real arms, you know what I mean? Which I don't think that was true. You know, I remember hearing a whole theory when I was young about that. But, you know, in Mortal Kombat 9, they revealed that Ermac was responsible for Jax losing his arms, and that's why he had metal arms. You know, I like how they revealed that. They added more detail in that. In Mortal Kombat 9, Ermac was responsible for Jax losing his arms, you know. But this game was a huge phenomenon, in my opinion. And I really loved the characters and their abilities, you know. You know, Johnny Cage, he was a movie star, martial artist. Sonya, she was with the Air Force, you know. Jax, he was with the Air Force, you know what I mean. Liu Kang, he was a monk, you know, he became the chosen one, the one that defeated Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn. Sub-Zero was a member of the Lin Kuei clan. He was a ninja assassin, you know. Him and Scorpion didn't like each other. They were rivals, you know what I mean. And I know in the story, Sub-Zero defeats Scorpion, you know. And then around the time Mortal Kombat happened, Scorpion defeats him, you know. So it's something, you know, it's really something how deep the story is, you know. How messed up it was too, you know. You know, Scorpion lost his family. You know, he was brought back by Quan Chi as a spawn.